Hello, everybody. This is our breakdown of Dragon Ball Daima Episode 6, titled Lightning. In this episode of what Dragon Ball Daima is this week, they ate cat food out of a I don't know, a cat food dish
The
every
internet's
week.
favorite
This
favorite
is
reporters on what Goku eats this
yeah,
week.
this is what we do. No, there's not a lot of happening. No, actually, this episode is probably the first episode that there was actually a lot of stuff that was added to the lore of Dragon Ball. So I shouldn't say nothing happened. But in terms of like, if you're just a regular viewer, like how you kind of are, you probably thought it's just the same old
You
bullshit.
know,
That
you normie.
yeah, you are a normie. You absolutely are a normie. There's no way else to say it. You are a normie. They did a lot for the Kaioshin world. Like there was, I thought they were gonna show us a chart of how the trees were in terms of how Shin was born and where
Did need
that.
some
I
infographics.
wish that they did. For the first time, I'm asking to see a chart. Show me the chart. Uh, they did before. Apparently, I don't remember the whole shit, but it was in some fucking show where they showed like where Shin was born. It used to be called like a raptor tree or something. I could easily look it up. I'm not going to because it's pretty relevant now because it was retconned. Now they're born from a Shin tree, which is like, ironically enough, like if you're up to date with Boruto, there's these things called the Shinju that are attacking Boruto, and those are born from the god trees there. So that's whatever. If you want to make a no some kind of connection there, you got it. But yeah, we see a little bit of Shin stuff. Glorio and Goku fight, but honestly, the coolest thing about this episode was seeing that Goku loves cat food. That's
It was like I think it was like he's saying again for people that only listen to this show, if there are, that
there are.
it looks like cat food, but it was actually like bugs
Oh
or
yeah, it was
something.
bugs. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it was like actually bugs. And what's their name? Supreme Kai?
Yeah, Supreme Kai Shin. That's who I was talking about.
Yeah, it
Shin.
was yeah, it was like grody.
Yeah,
But it looked a lot like cat food. It came in like a little like tuna tin.
yeah.
Um
All right, I just want to get that out of the way really quick. We'll break down the entire episode. We'll start from beginning to the end. Beginning of the episode, the Pansy. What a terrible name too. Pansy, the girl who's 83 years old for reasons. Don't like that. I don't think we talked about that last time. We didn't even go over episode 5 because we're gonna be doing our episodes on Sunday nights now, so that way you have them out on Monday. It makes more
Sorry that
sense.
this is so jumbled.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Who cares? For all our 100 viewers who like our Dragon Ball stuff, this is just what it's gonna be. But yeah, so at the beginning of the episode, Pansy packs too much stuff into their small plane and then they crash. And then she's like, "Oh man, I'll fix it because I'm really smart." But like,
Which
why didn't you think about this before? You built, you
no,
know.
like not even that. Like these people are just crash landing in every episode. Like nothing works. Like,
Yeah, no, this is just like a continuation of I don't know. Things are happening. Things are just happening just because. This is another the alternate title of Dragon Ball Daima is Dragon Ball Things Are Happening because what reasons? Daima. Like there is no there's no real whatever. So they crash. Um they go into a cave and then there's this giant minotaur guy
love that
and
guy.
love him. Love his design.
Such a good guy.
He's a you know what, he may want to eat you, but he's not a villain.
Not a
He's a
villain.
villain, but he's not a monster. Kind of. I don't know.
He's a bad guy.
He's a bad guy.
But not bad
A bad
guy.
guy. Oh, that's him. And then they do their weekly what are they eating? You think somebody who has a castle would not bring disgusting. Maybe it's a delicacy. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it is a
Yeah, that's also what
delicacy.
I was thinking about. Like, she's a princess. Well, I guess you got to bring like non-perishables, right?
Which
So
they
I
did. You know
guess
what? We had a fucking poop joke in this episode.
Goku was making so many shit jokes in
Classic,
this
classic
episode.
Goku. Classic Goku
Like
shenanigans. This
this dude
episode
was
was pretty funny. I'll give him that.
this dude was plugged up the entirety of this show until this moment because he like I shit you not.
Uh,
he he
yeah.
like took a shit like maybe 3 times in this
I love
whole
this. This is
episode.
Toriyama is notorious for doing poop jokes. Like if you ever watched when we watched the original Dragon Ball, I don't know when we will, but when we watched the original Dragon Ball, there is so many poop jokes in that like it is all over the place, literally, figuratively. Like it is a poop heavy medium when it comes to
All big
Toriyama.
buff dudes
Big buff dude
getting
shitting.
strong. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. So Goku did a lot of shit jokes. I thought it was really funny that she threw toilet paper at him. And he's like,
Yeah.
oh, and goes behind the fucking tree. Like, where else? What? He's like, oh, she's like, you didn't bring any toilet paper. He's like, well, would you want me to? Where'd you want me to carry it?
Yeah, he was like just gonna like wipe it with his hand, like Goku.
He's
If
so
Chi Chi
funny.
saw you,
Hey, they haven't kissed
bro,
before, so it doesn't matter. They're so funny.
like
Yeah.
you gotta use your hands for other things.
So Goku pisses off Glorio because Glorio originally was like, all right, I'm just gonna go fight this ox. And then Goku
Oh
was like, I'm
yeah,
gonna fight this ox. And the ox is like, boys, settle down.
I'm gonna fight.
He's like, hey, I'm just gonna eat you. That's it. Just why don't you lay down and let me eat you? Um, but then Gloria's like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm gonna not even pay attention to the ox anymore. I'm gonna fight you. And Goku and Glorio have like I don't know, a fight while like then the fucking ox is like, they're not even listening to me. I can say anything. That was so fucking funny. This was a
Yeah,
really funny episode.
that sequence was really funny. But we got Glorio news. Glorio's a bad guy.
Kind of.
Glorio or a morally gray
Yeah,
character.
we don't know 100% yet because prior to this, when they were sleeping in the cave that night, Glorio takes a call from the other demon realm lady. I forget. I think her name was like Doctor. Well, actually, we should know these names. We're intelligent people and we know exactly what's going on with all the characters in Dragon Ball Daima. And
Intelligence isn't measured by memory.
you know what? You're right. I
Hmm.
don't know what the name of the lady was.
She is a doctor
But
though.
she is a
She
doctor, and she's the
yeah.
other person that was named with the new Demon King, and he was on the telephone with her.
Supreme Kai's sister.
Yeah, that I don't know. I'm just gonna look it up. You know what? We could do this.
Remember that much. She was
Doctor
Supreme Kai's
Arensu. Got
sister.
it. Doctor Arensu. Boom. Boom roasted to
You
anybody
didn't.
who didn't think I knew what her name was.
You
Yes.
didn't.
So
Didn't fool me for a second.
he's on the phone with Dr. Arensu, and Arensu's like, bring them to me. And it's just another. This is basically Game of Thrones now. Who wants to take over the demon realm kingdom? It's plots against plots. You know, she called in Gloria to go bring in the dude who killed Majin Buu, and is like, we're gonna take him out. We're gonna take out Goma tonight. I don't know why they just don't tell. They could easily have just told Goku to be like, hey, do you think you could just kill this person for us? He's kind of a bad dude. I think he would have been like, I could fight someone strong. They easily could have just avoided this whole thing and just asked them. They don't gotta go sneaking
Goku's a
around.
simple man.
But also, why did Glorio do a call in the cave? Like the
There's a
echoey
lot
cave.
of things that Glorio's done this whole show that I question. um, because Supreme Kai hears him and
Yeah.
is like, hmm.
Yeah, and then and anyway, that whole side tangent goes to Glorio and Goku go outside to fight, and Shin's like, hold up, Goku. Fight him with your best so we can see what he does.
Yeah, because they're like,
And Goku's like,
dude sus.
gotcha, brother. Don't worry, brother. I'll take care of him.
Yeah, that honestly was probably one of like the best moments seeing him turn Super Saiyan. That was
Yeah,
really cool.
they do their fight. Glorio does like a magic thing, and his magic power is this thing called lightning. So he does force lightning, and he shoots a giant ball at Goku, and Goku knows how to control Super Saiyan at this point now, and he turns Super Saiyan 1, and the animation for it was sick. It looked very
Mm-hmm.
reminiscent to how I felt Super Saiyan transformations were in Dragon Ball Z. Like when they after the first Dragon Ball, when in Dragon Ball in the Frieza saga, when he turned Super Saiyan for that first time, that's really cool. But it's like an angry transformation. There are like when they turn Super Saiyan like just normally in the Cell Saga, it kind of reminded me a little bit of that when they paid more attention to the animation of how they do it. And like this was sick to see that whole sequence. Well, it wasn't really like fight heavy because Goku wasn't really trying. Goku was easily taking anything that Glorio shot at him and just like took it out with one hand and then teleported behind Glorio and was like, "You're done. Power down, buddy." And then Gloria's like, "Oh, you right." Like, "Oh man, got me again." Yeah, I don't know. It makes me wonder what I feel what Glorio's and Dr. Arinsu's motives are. Like, are they going to be better than Goma? Like, is Goma, you know, Goma's obviously a bad dude, right? Like, he kidnaps babies, he turns people into babies, and I
He's
don't know,
killing people
killing
by
people.
taxes,
Yeah,
by way of tax.
there's bad things happening in Demon Realm 3. Uh, so obviously he's a bad guy. So I wonder what Dr. R and Sue's motives are going to be. Maybe I have a feeling that Glorio's going to betray R and Sue and kill her,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's gonna like get a power up and be buff, and then Goku and Vegeta are gonna fight him. That's my ultimate prediction of what's gonna happen here. But speaking of Vegeta and
We saw
Piccolo.
Vegeta.
Yeah, Bulma finishes off a the spaceship to get to the other demon realm, but that one crashes. And now finally we get to see the reasoning why the king of the demon realm, not the king of the demon realm, but that random king was like, "Hey, send this person and bring Piccolo and Vegeta." So now that person needs to go find them and bring them here. So
Mm-hmm.
the next episode's probably gonna have Vegeta and Piccolo shenanigans. I hope that we get to
I
see
hope
them.
so.
I hope we
Mm-hmm.
get to see them go to like Demon Realm 2. And I hope it's just a joke episode where they're like, "Where are they at?" And they're everything's different in Demon Realm 2. It's
I really like Piccolo's design. Side note, like seeing him so tiny and like chibi, it makes me
yeah.
giggle. I really like seeing him.
Yeah. I'm the thing about this series so far, I know we joke about the food, we joke about how there is no story. Um, there's only about 20. This is a limited series, right? So this is only going to be like 24 episodes. There's not going to be a continuation of this like super. It's not going to be 68 episodes like or however long Dragon Ball GT was. It's not going to be anything like that. This is just a limited series and it's going to be contained and this is what it is. Um, we're 6 episodes in and this pacing sucks. Like this pacing is
Yeah.
so bad. Like it's funny. We're finding entertainment value in it because like not that we have to. I mean, we easily could just drop the show at any point, but I feel like we would watch it week to week even if we weren't doing the show.
Mm-hmm.
Um like we find it entertaining, but like on like a constructive criticism aspect, it's like the pacing of the show moves at a snail's
No,
pace.
absolutely.
Like
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing happening in the show. Every week they do the same. It's the same formula every single week. They talk
Mm-hmm.
in the beginning, they fight at the
Fight at the
end,
end. Yeah.
and then we're on to the next episode. This was probably the first episode that actually had some plot and actually
Mm-hmm.
had some interesting takeaways from anything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, it is what it is. I mean, I like it because I think it's fun. I think it's lighthearted. But we say the same things every. We end each episode the same way. We're like,
No, that too. Yeah.
it sounds like we're making excuses for it, but it's like, I don't know. You take what you want from it. You know, I see a lot of people online every week just absolutely shitting on the show, but like it has an 8.1 on IMDb. I know it's not the end all be all with certain things, but 8.8 for an anime that only has 6 episodes and arguably has no fucking story is pretty fucking good. Um,
And I feel
I
like that's just because it's so fun.
Yeah, I like the end. I really want to see the fusions. I really want to see more Super Saiyan. I think Super Saiyan looks amazing in this, and I want to see more high IQ fighting. This was the first one-on-one fight besides like the first episode with Goku and Vegeta that we saw, and I think it was
Yeah.
done really well. I liked how it looked. Like I said, the animation's never been in question for the show. So, yeah, I mean that's kind of it with this episode.
Mhm.
We'll see what I don't think they're gonna eat next episode. I don't think there's gonna be any eating next episode. That's gonna be. I don't think we're gonna get any eating for the next like 3 episodes. Sad to say, I think Dragon Ball. What are they eating this week? Daima will end right now. But hopefully there'll be more exciting plot developments going forward. Do you have any closing thoughts for Daima?
Yeah, I definitely think that the pacing is what's really like the biggest critique so far. And I feel that like when they brought that like snippet or like I guess like that update with Bulma, Vegeta, and Piccolo,
Yeah,
I had forgotten about them. Like I forgot that it had happened to them and that they were like actively trying to like do whatever the fuck they're trying to do. So like and I think that says something as a normie viewer, I think that says a lot that like there should have been so I guess like another critique is that there hasn't been like any more like not to say that there has to be a lot of back and forth between them because I feel like that would be very tiresome to see,
yeah,
but at least like because I know that they like it's been done in the past where they're just like stuff's happening, quick snippet, we're still stuck. Go back to the to the thing, you know? Like at least then we remember like what is going on. Um but I feel
yeah.
that like switching now towards focusing on Vegeta and gang, it's going to be a little more refreshing because then we're going to get like an entirely different um like would you say like a subplot, sub story or whatever? At least a
Probably
different
not.
at least a different perspective
Probably not. I mean,
on
I
what's
might
going on.
like I don't want to like pop your bubble, but I feel like it's literally gonna be a joke for a minute, and then they're gonna show up together, and then Goku and Vegeta are gonna fuse, and then they're gonna fight something, and that's gonna be worth it.
My biggest point is that there's going to be a break from seeing Goku.
I doubt
That's
it.
my point.
They love Goku. I don't like Dragon Ball has a hard time keeping themselves away from show. I There was this cool video that showed like how much screen time Goku gets in his own show, which is that's his own show, right? But like even Naruto, there are tons of moments where you have Sasuke as the main character for basically half the fucking show, right? And he's like the main vocal point. Goku doesn't fucking go away. Goku,
Okay, well then that'll be
go,
something I'll
we'll
complain
see.
about next time. But
Okay.
anyway, my point being is that we're going to see other characters a
Yeah.
somewhat different perspective, which I feel is going to freshen how I feel about the show thus far. Um
Man, I
yeah.
hope. Man, I hope. I want to.
It sucks cuz it is fun.
Oh, I
So,
hope. I really want to. I think like we're also watching Dragon Ball Z, so
yeah.
like we haven't
Uh,
really seen a lot of like you haven't seen a lot of
that
personality in terms of like Vegeta like super yet. So
no, we're
what
still
I
in the throes of it.
yeah, so like I hope we get to see that because Vegeta is such a fun character when he's just and Piccolo is such like he's one of the most angriest calm person you can get. So
I'm noticing that.
So I can't. I want to see their dynamic. We never really know what. Now that I think about it, like Piccolo and Vegeta don't
Sounds
really
fun.
interact. They don't really interact a lot. So hopefully we get to see that. Yeah, no, I hope that we do get a chance to. No more poop jokes from Goku for at least the time being. Let's see poop jokes of Vegeta. A big difference.
With Piccolo.
Yeah, for a change. But yeah, let us know what you think about this episode of Dragon Ball Daima. Let us know in the comments below. And while you're down there, leave a like, subscribe, and click the noti bell because why not?